I bought a house for my girlfriend, was about to propose, and now she wants an open relationship. I never thought I'd be the guy posting on here, but I don't know what else to do. My life feels like it's been flipped upside down in the space of a few days, and I just need to get it off my chest. So here's the deal. I, 29M, have been with my girlfriend, Sarah, 27F, for nearly 3 years now. We met through mutual friends, hit it off instantly, and have been pretty inseparable ever since. She's smart, beautiful, funny, everything I ever wanted in a partner. Over the years, we've had our ups and downs, like any couple, but for the most part, I always thought we were solid. That's why, a few months ago, I started planning something big. I was going to propose. Not just any proposal, I wanted to go all out. I'd been saving up for a while, not just for a ring, but for a house. Sarah had been talking about how she wanted to stop renting and settle down, and I thought, what better way to show her I'm serious about our future than by buying us a home? I found the perfect place. It was everything she'd ever dreamed of, a little cottage-style house on the edge of town, with a big backyard and enough space to grow into. I put down the deposit, signed the papers, and started moving things into place for the big surprise. I even had the ring picked out, a beautiful diamond solitaire that I knew would make her cry. Everything was ready. I imagined her reaction, tears, hugs, kisses, maybe a little happy dance. I thought this was it, the beginning of our future together. Then, a few days ago, everything changed. Sarah and I were sitting on the couch, watching a movie, when she paused it out of nowhere and turned to me with a serious look on her face. "We need to talk," she said. You know that sinking feeling you get in your stomach when you hear those words? Yeah, I had that immediately. I turned off the TV, sat up straight, and tried to brace myself for whatever was coming. "I've been thinking," she started, her voice a little shaky, "about us. About our relationship." Okay, this was not where I thought the conversation was going. My heart started racing, and a million thoughts flew through my head. Was she unhappy? Was she going to break up with me? Did she find out about the house and think I was rushing things? Before I could ask anything, she took a deep breath and said, "I think I want to try an open relationship." I stared at her, trying to process the words. "What?" "I've been thinking a lot about it," she continued, looking down at her hands, "and I feel like I'm not fully exploring myself, you know? I love you, but I feel like there's more out there that I want to experience. I think we could try being open, like, still be together, but also see other people." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Open relationship? See other people? This wasn't a casual conversation about trying a new restaurant or going on a vacation. She was talking about changing the entire dynamic of our relationship. The one I thought was solid and heading toward marriage. "Where is this coming from?" I finally asked, my voice sounding distant even to myself. "We've never talked about this before." "I know," she said, looking guilty. "It's just something I've been thinking about for a while. I didn't know how to bring it up. I didn't want to hurt you, but I also don't want to feel like I'm missing out on life." I felt like I'd been punched in the gut. I'd been planning our future together, and now she was telling me she wanted to explore with other people? It felt like a slap in the face. I didn't know what to say. My mind was spinning, trying to reconcile the Sarah I thought I knew with the person sitting in front of me now. "So, what are you saying?" I asked slowly, trying to stay calm even though my heart was pounding. "You want to be with me, but you also want to sleep with other people?" "It's not just about sex," she said quickly, her voice a little defensive. "It's about freedom. I don't want to feel trapped in one relationship for the rest of my life. I still love you, Jake. I just think this could help us both grow." Both grow? How was this supposed to help me grow? I didn't want to see other people. I wanted to be with her. I had just bought us a house. I was going to propose. I felt the weight of the ring in my pocket, the one I'd been carrying around for the past few days, waiting for the right moment. The house papers were still fresh in the car's glove compartment. I had been so sure of our future together, and now it felt like it was crumbling right in front of me. The conversation didn't end well. I didn't explode or anything, but I couldn't hide how hurt I was. I told her I needed some time to think about it, and she nodded, looking relieved, like she was glad she had finally gotten it off her chest. But what the hell was I supposed to think about? For the next few days, I felt like I was living in a fog. I couldn't stop replaying the conversation in my head. I kept thinking about all the moments that led up to this. Was she unhappy all this time? Was I not enough for her? Did I miss the signs? I'd been so focused on building a future with her that I never once questioned whether she wanted the same thing. And now, I was stuck trying to figure out if I could even handle being in an open relationship. I didn't want to see other people. I didn't want her to see other people. But I also didn't want to lose her. The house I bought felt like a cruel joke. Every time I thought about it, I felt a mix of anger and sadness. I had done everything right. I thought I was making her happy, giving her a future we could both share. And now, it felt like I was standing on the edge of something I couldn't control. I tried talking to a couple of friends about it, but their reactions didn't help much. "Bro, you can't be serious," one of my buddies said when I told him. "She wants an open relationship after you were about to propose? That's messed up." "I know," I sighed, running my hand through my hair. "I just didn't see it coming. I thought we were on the same page." "Dude, you need to be careful. Open relationships only work if both people are into it. If you're not into it, it's gonna destroy you." Another friend had a slightly different take. "Maybe she's just scared," she said. "Sometimes people panic when things start getting serious. Maybe she's feeling trapped and thinks an open relationship will give her some breathing room." "Yeah, but I don't want an open relationship," I said, feeling frustrated. "I want her. Just her." "You need to talk to her about what you want, then," my friend advised. "Don't agree to something that's going to make you miserable just to keep her around." So that's where I am now, stuck in limbo. I haven't told Sarah about the house or the ring. I don't know if I ever will. How can I propose to someone who's unsure if they want to be with just me? How can I build a future with someone who's already thinking about seeing other people? I love her. That's the hardest part. I love her, but I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can be okay with her being with other people, and I don't know if I can be with someone who feels like she needs more than me to be happy. We're supposed to talk again this weekend. She thinks I've been processing what she said, but really, I've just been trying to figure out if I can handle the reality of what she's asking for. I don't want to lose her, but I don't want to lose myself either. That's the story. I bought a house for the woman I love, was ready to propose, and now I'm wondering if our relationship is even going to survive. How do I move forward from here? What should I even say to her when we talk? I thought I knew where my life was headed, but now, I have no idea. Update. Well, we had the talk. And it didn't go the way I expected. Last night, Sarah came over after work. I hadn't seen her much over the last few days because I needed space to think. She could tell something was up as soon as she walked through the door. I think she expected me to be okay with her idea by now, but I wasn't. I took a deep breath and sat her down at the kitchen table. The ring was still in my pocket, but for the first time, I wasn't sure if it was ever going to come out. "We need to talk," I said, using the same word she had used on me just days earlier. She looked nervous, like she knew this was going to be a heavy conversation. "Yeah, I guess we do. I've been thinking a lot about what you said," I started, my voice calm but steady. "And I need to be honest with you. I don't want an open relationship." She blinked, surprised by how direct I was being. I know it's a lot to ask. But I thought maybe after some time, you'd understand. "I get that you've been feeling like you need to explore," I continued. "But that's not something I'm comfortable with. I can't be in a relationship where you're seeing other people. That's not what I want. It's not who I am." Sarah shifted in her seat, clearly uncomfortable. "But what if it's just something we try for a little while? It doesn't mean I don't love you, Jake. I do. I just don't want to feel trapped. And I don't want to feel like I'm just one option out of many," I said, my voice cracking slightly. "I've been planning a future with you, Sarah. I was going to propose." Her eyes widened, and for a moment, she looked like she was going to cry. "Wait, what?" I reached into my pocket and pulled out the ring box, placing it on the table between us. Her hand went to her mouth, and tears welled up in her eyes. "I bought this for you," I said quietly. "I bought a house for us. I wanted to build a life with you. But now I don't even know if you want the same thing." Sarah stared at the ring, silent. She didn't try to open the box, didn't reach for it. She just sat there, frozen. "I'm not saying this to make you feel guilty," I said, feeling my chest tighten. "I'm saying this because I need to know where we really stand. You want to see other people, and I can't be okay with that. So if that's what you need to be happy, then maybe we're not on the same page anymore." For a long time, she didn't say anything. She just sat there, staring at the ring, tears quietly streaming down her face. I didn't push her, didn't try to fill the silence. I let her sit with it. Finally, she spoke. "I didn't know you were planning all of this," she whispered, her voice trembling. I don't know what I thought. I've just been feeling so restless, like I'm missing out on something. But I didn't realize how much you were planning for us." "I love you," I said softly. But I need to be enough for you. If I'm not, then I need to know that. She wiped at her eyes, looking conflicted. I don't know, Jake. I don't know what I want anymore. That's when I realized the hardest truth of all. She wasn't ready for what I was ready for. She didn't know what she wanted, and as much as I loved her, I couldn't wait around for her to figure it out while dragging me through the emotional mud. I think we need a break, I said, the words stinging as they came out. Sarah's face crumpled, but she didn't argue. Yeah. Maybe we do. We sat in silence for a few more minutes, both of us processing what was happening. The house, the ring, everything I'd planned, it felt like it was slipping through my fingers. But I knew deep down that I couldn't move forward with someone who wasn't sure if they wanted me, or someone else. So now, here I am, sitting in the house I bought for us, but it's just me here. I put the ring back in its box and tucked it away in the back of a drawer. Sarah's staying with a friend while we figure out what happens next, but honestly, I don't know if there's any coming back from this. I'm heartbroken, but at the same time, there's a weird sense of relief. I was ready to settle down, to build a life with Sarah, but now I know she's not in the same place as me. As much as it hurts, it's better to know that now than to go through with a proposal and end up in a mess later. I still love her, but I think part of me has already started to let go. I don't know if we'll ever get back together, and maybe that's for the best. For now, I'm just trying to focus on myself, on what I want and need. And maybe one day, I'll find someone who's on the same page as me, someone who doesn't need to see what else is out there because they know they've already found it. So, that's the update. I'm heartbroken, confused, and trying to figure out what's next. I thought I had everything planned out, but life has a funny way of throwing you off course. If you've made it this far, thanks for reading. Any advice on how to move forward would be appreciated. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed these Reddit stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next one.